guys. So in this session we're gonna discuss about foundation and NCERT physics class 9th motion lesson. Very important and basic lesson for your future classes, guys. So if you want to crack NEET, JEE or IIT, this is the main basic basement for you. So don't skip the video and watch it till the end. So guys, let's start it. Don't time waste our motion, guys. What you know about motion? Tell me what you know about motion. It is a simple basic thing which we learn here now. Okay, guys, let's start. What is motion? If a body changes its position according to the time. First we have to learn what is rest, guys. Rest मतलब क्या होगा? Rest means, what does mean by rest, guys? What does mean by rest? Here you see a body is said to be rest in a state of rest when its what here when its position does not change with respect to the reference point. What is here? What explanation he is given, guys? The body is here. The body move like this. Oh my god, broadly. Yeah, guys, it's enough. If a body is like this and it move. You're gonna say about more rest, guys. Oh, what is meant by rest? It's a simple thing according to time. Here the time 1 minute and goes to 5 minutes, guys. The time is how much? 5 minutes. It is in a 0 meters. It is in a 0 meters. And it is a distance up to 5 meters. But the object before 5 minutes and after 5 minutes. Okay, guys, here we see that according to the time, 5 minutes, according to the time, it remains at the same position. So it does not change its position. So we call it said to be rest. Let's go into the motion. Motion means it is quite opposite to the rest. It is quite opposite to the rest. It means it changes its position according to the time. A body is said to be in a state of motion when its position changes continuously with reference to a point. If I take another example for those explaining the motion, if the object is at 0 meters and the scale 5 meters, firstly, its starting initial point of the time is 0 meter per second, and according to it after going to this point of 5 meters, it covers 5 minutes. Here 5 minutes means in 5 minutes it covers 5 meters according to the time the body it is 0 meters first, and nextly it gone to move means according to time it changes its position. So we call it as motion, guys. Let's see the speed and velocity, speed and or displacement and distance. Here the diagram is given. It is mostly important to understand clearly conceptual understanding. Here displacement. Here this is a starting point. Here it is a point A. Here it is a point A. Here it is a point A and it is a point B. An object point O, an object O changes its position to this point B. How it can move an way which is infinite ways to in a curved lines. This is called distance. And in a straight line, it want to move straight and shortest distance, which is by through a shortcut. Then it is called displacement. Distance where distance will be 0, but displacement cannot be 0, guys. Displacement cannot be 0. And here distance is meter per second. Meters. We call it units meters. Here meters. This is about distance and displacement. Simply I can say it. Please understand that very clearly. If you have any doubts, keep it in comment section. I will watch that. A table is given. Most important, guys. Distance मतलब क्या होगा है? Length of an actual path traveled by an object. Displacement means shortest length between initial point and fourth point of an object. And it is scalar. And another word we call it what is scalar and what are vectors. If an object consider only magnitude, means what is the physical quantity values there is magnitude. If I count 5 meters per second, 5 is called magnitude. If it consider only magnitude, we call it as scalar quantity. If the object consider both magnitude and direction, if the object travels in this direction with magnitude 5, then it consider 2, means it is called vector. It is about scalar and vector, guys. So here it remains positive, cannot be 0, negative. It can be positive, negative and 0 also. Here cannot be 0, but here 0 also. It's the points. And nextly we're gonna uniform motion, non-uniform motion. In this type of motion, the body will travel equal distance in equal interval of time. Is called uniform motion. Uniform motion means the graph is shown in a slope. This is called uniform motion. If it's slope down, motion in a straight line, it is in rest. It is in decreasing, deceleration. So let's learn about what is speed. Speed means distance by time. Means according to time, if it's moved, if it covers some distance, it's called speed. Speed is equals to meter per second. The measurement of a distance traveled by an object by unit time is called speed. Distance by time. Distance means S, T means time. This meter per second. And speed. If our body is executing uniform motion, there will be a constant speed of uniform motion. For motion, then the speed will be remain uniform but have different values throughout this. These are points important, guys. Keep it a note. And average speed, total distance traveled by total time taken, we have to call it average speed here. Okay, guys. What is velocity is an important topic you have to know. If you have an idea about velocity, also do acceleration easily, understand acceleration easily. What is velocity? Means displacement by time, which is change in velocity. Here first we have to, it is the speed of a body with given direction, means speed with direction. Simply speed with direction, we call it as velocity. It consider direction, so it is a vector quantity, whereas speed is a scalar quantity. For non-uniform motion in a given infinite area, the velocity will be calculated in the same way as done in the average speed. When you go to velocity क्या होगा? Velocity for uniformly changing velocity, the average can be calculated as this: initial velocity plus final velocity by 2, means v minus u by 2. V plus u by 2, it is average velocity. The acceleration क्या होगा? Change in velocity. Change in velocity we call it as acceleration. So what is acceleration? Unit meter per second square. Means if you calculate velocity by time, velocity is unit meter per second, time second square, meter per second square is the unit of acceleration. Initial final position minus initial position by t is called acceleration. Okay, guys, deceleration means it is opposite acceleration. When you opposite acceleration means it is decreasing acceleration means it is plus point of velocity. When its velocity decreases, it's called deceleration. So let's see, guys. Going to graphical representation, we have to learn something which is important. Yeah, what is that? P. Momentum, we call it as P. So P equals to delta P equals to delta V m. Means why I can write delta here, because delta means change in momentum equal to change in velocity into mass. So I can write delta P as change in velocity. Here change in velocity. What is change in velocity means? V minus u by t. Here directly proportional to delta P is directly proportional to F equals to, then F equals to delta V means change in velocity. Change in velocity is A into m. Then we call get a force value. Force means mass into acceleration. We call it as force. Mass into acceleration we call it as force. So here force is Newton. What is the unit of force? Is Newton. So let's graphical representation of equations. You know, here in a straight line means it is a uniform motion, and this means uniform motion. It is also uniform motion, which is increasing uniform motion. And here it is a rest. It's according to time. If we have 5 minutes, and here 10 minutes, and here 10. Here we calculate time, and here 10 meters. Okay, according to time 0, 5, 10. Means 10 meters over 0 meters and 5 minutes 10 minutes. The object will be at 10 meters or 10 meters only. The object does not change its meters means direct distance. So it is called what we call it as rest. So these are the motions and equations of motion. There are 3 equations of motion. V minus u by at. S is equals to ut plus 1 by 2 at square. V square is equals to u square 2 plus 2as. So this derivation of these equations are important, guys. I can means I can upload videos in shorts about this derivation of this equation, because in our video you can't understand about this in a short time. If there is no time to explain this, so I can be introduce this derivation of motion equations of motion in a short videos. It can be helpful, and it is funny, and it is enjoy to learn about this derivation of equations of motion in a shorts. So let's end this video, guys, here now. If you I think you definitely understand this video about all concept of motion. So subscribe to our channel, like, share this video to everyone. If you have any ideas and have any improvement or have any advantagement of by our videos, so comment in the section, and if you have any doubts, please mention them in comment box. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video.